The Supreme Court of India has made it very clear that Teaching Eligibility Test or TET is compulsory for teaching posts across the country. This requirement is not limited only to new applicants, it extends even to those who are already in service. Earlier, many teachers who had completed professional qualifications such as B.Ed or M.Ed believed that these degrees alone were enough to secure their position. But the court has clarified that qualifications are necessary, yet not sufficient. Passing TET is a separate and mandatory condition. The reasoning is simple. Teaching is a profession that shapes young minds, and the government has introduced TET to ensure a uniform benchmark of quality and competence. The court said that without such a test, the goal of improving education standards would remain incomplete. Now, what about those who are already working in government or government-aided schools? Here too, the ruling government has set strict guidelines. If an in-service teacher has more than 5 years left before retirement, they must pass TET within the stipulated time. If they fail to do so, they will not be allowed to continue in service. In fact, the court has said such teachers may be given compulsory retirement, that is, they will be removed from active teaching but can still access retirement benefits. Teachers who have less than 5 years of service left before retirement are not forced to sit for the TET. They are allowed to complete their service term, but there is a catch. They cannot get promotions or career advancements without clearing TET. The court has also highlighted another sensitive issue. In many states, teachers handle both elementary and secondary classes in the same school. This raised confusion whether TET applies only to classes 1 to 8 or also to higher classes. The court's response is firm. TET is compulsory across the board because the Right to Education Act originally covered elementary education, but states and recruiting bodies have extended the requirement further to secondary levels as well. In simpler words, whether you teach primary, upper primary, or even higher classes, if the recruitment rules prescribe TET, you cannot avoid it. There is, however, a temporary relaxation for minority-run institutions. For now, these institutions are exempted from the TET requirement, but the matter is still under consideration before a larger bench. So, to sum up, B.Ed or M.Ed is not enough, TET is mandatory. In-service teachers with more than 5 years left must qualify TET or face compulsory retirement. Teachers with less than 5 years left can continue, but without promotions if they skip TET. The rule applies not only to elementary schools but also to secondary level schools, since the same teachers often handle both levels. Minority institutions enjoy temporary exemption until court decides otherwise. The Supreme Court's message is loud and clear. Teaching is not just about having a degree, it's about proving competence through a national level test. TET is now the gatekeeper of quality in school education, and no teacher, past, present, or future, can fully escape it.